Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We have a big boy heading towards us, and there goes our passenger train we were riding in the previous episode towards the end in our cab ride. There is still some stone bridge work going on. Oh, look what's on the screen, guys. Yeah, I've left it on there. Gone. There is some stone bridge work going on where our train is just passing. That slows down our train to 56 miles per hour. Now, I'm not sure if I actually want to change that. It's a bit rough heading out as we are now. It's just disappearing off in the distance there. Oh, and there goes our mixed goods train as well. It's all go. But coming into this yard, it would slow us down to 56 miles an hour. So that is kind of nice. Today we get to continue our build. We have some signalling to work on at this station. Then we can finally hook up that crude and reroute our trains. Alright, UI is up. There goes our mixed goods train. Rightly pointed out, we do not have any signalling entering the main line, which is not good, is it? What do we want? We could have a signal up here, but it's a little bit close to the main line, a single signal, so we'll have to separate them back here. We could have dwarf signals, of course, but they're all mainline signals. I guess we could shift them up a little bit, though. They do not want to be one way. That's pretty much a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, that wouldn't help us at all. Right, one here. Well, if we put them there, there, and there, they're kind of in the same place, aren't they? That's kind of nice. Yeah, lovely. There we go. We've fixed that. And are we good everywhere else? I think we are. We need a little dwarf signal down here. Well, we don't, but we are going to have one. There we go. A little bit of scenery as well, isn't it? This is heading to the north, so we shouldn't need to do anything with that. And we have our signals up at the other end. They could technically be one way. We'll also... No, we won't. We've got rid of this crossover. Right then, shall we finally hook these up? I will not go overboard with our station building. I was doing a little bit of weeding there, just on the main line. We're going to leave the rest of it. Oh, I don't like the look of that. We do want these roads, don't we, I think, out here? Yeah, this might turn into some sort of main highway eventually. I don't mind it heading downhill, that's fine. We'll find the closest point to our station where we'll add our junction. Let's try and figure that out now. We want to be at 52 meters. Is this 52 meters then between the contours? Close enough. If we do not straighten out this section of road though, it's going to be a really terrible junction. Just looks wise, it will function just fine. But we may as well flatten us a bit of area down here and go from there. There we go. That should be about the same height, and we can run straight all the way to our yard up there. We already have the truck stop up that end. Well, that was aligned quite nicely and a bit of a fluke. Right, you go up that end. This will be our road heading off that way. We'll run it out straight. Why not? And yeah, this does continue, doesn't it? All the way up to our trucks here. We've got too many trucks because production was a little low. However, shipment is increasing. We saw that towards the end of the last episode. This is important, isn't it? As it's going to mean a bit more going through our train lines. I like that. Do we want this? Yeah, I think we can just settle for that, can't we? Let's upgrade all of you. I think the rest of it's just fine. We'll probably redraw this so we connect up nicely from this point. There we go. And now we can get us a couple of truck stops on. Oh, I don't like the way you dip down there with a rather terrible angle. But I think we can just do that nice and smooth, can't we? If you go round like that, it should be much nicer. Oh, that's beautiful. There we go. I think early official episode. Because why not? It makes me happy. And I know it makes some of you happy as well. So we're all happy together early on in the episode. I'll build us a little truck stop down here. We'll go full length. We don't need a drop off, but we do need a bit of room to place some buildings for some more distant scenery from our track over there. We should see stuff going on this way then. Adds to it, regardless of whether we use it. We are paying for the maintenance of the extra buildings, but it's practically easy mode, isn't it? We don't care. Yeah, there we go. I think we'll just have a few sheds in between and call it a pretty little station. There we go. And we'll do the same down here. We might have a one-way system for this. We'll see. I don't mind it elevated. We can possibly get away with a bit of a rock base towards the track there. Yeah, get that level and then send that round and just have that little bit of rock base there. Or does it need it? I don't think it technically needs it. We can just have it as a hill, can't we? Yeah, there we go. That's pleasant. That's not very pretty, is it? We need to redraw that. I don't like it. Roads have to be pretty. I don't know what rule that is. One I just made up. You don't want big jaggedy bits in your road so it looks like it's a segment, do you? You want it to look like it's built and settled. There we go. Let's see what we can do with the bus and tram station. Well, we'll probably rename that. We could make this one way, couldn't we, given how this sits? And so that will be heading in there. And then we'll be heading out that way. Oh, we'll have to have those terrible roads. It's fine, but one way. No, we want the motorway roads, don't we? Yeah, these aren't the prettiest. We could go with the same as those. Depends how the junction looks. We could always paint over this as well with some asphalt and make it look not so terrible. Doesn't look great the way it joins in. I think I'll take it because it's the same sort of road. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit of a right angle you've got there. What's going on there? Oh dear. I don't like it considering. Although, no, we're just having dumper trucks, aren't we? I'd prefer it just to curl a little better. There we go. That's fine. Guys, we have our truck stops up. No, you haven't. What are we missing? Should we get some buildings on there? Of all the ones to not have buildings on, it should have been that one up there where we can barely see it. But this one, its back is towards our track and quite close as well. So we'll stick a couple in there. And there we go. We're industrializing, industrialifying or something. There and there. There, little sheds. And we can't fit them on the edge there, but that's fine. 2 truck stops in. What are we calling this? East. That'll do. And this will be Montgomery Oil West. Yes. And now we can continue our road up there. We know we're roughly the same height as well. If we bring up the contours, we want to avoid that one. So we're going to wiggle round this way. And that should take us up there. I guess if we head from here as well, we can get a better idea. What we got going through there, our passenger train. Let's get us our motorway there. We're just going to sort of follow the terrain a little bit. Don't have to be perfectly flat. We may ride the contour a little bit here. There we go, that's lovely. And then the rest of it, I think we can just hook in there. Nice little curve, avoiding the lay of the land. And it's not too bad. There's not much smoothing to do. We will do a little bit of official episode though. We don't have to remove trees away from the edge of the roads, do we? There we go. That's kind of pleasant. And given how this is all working over here, and we know that it's fairly flat, we can flatten that out a touch, can't we? Give us a bit of an edge to it there. Guys, it's happening. This is our drop-off point. Very excessive. Montgomery transfer. This would be the Montgomery. What do we call the station? Montgomery Lumber East. So Montgomery, well, oil transfer. We could go with that. Montgomery Lumber Oil Transfer. Now we put the jigsaw together. Do we have a way to get across? Do you know, we don't. I don't like the idea of going all the way across. That seems excessive. But I'm going to draw it and just see what it looks like. It's awful. It's absolutely terrible, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like that. There's a crossing there and everything. Do I like that? I think there's too much going on. We could have the little crossing gates. It's only... Well, actually, we could have the small road as a bit of scenery. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind. It's right at the end of those buffers there. Put it in, and we'll see what we can do with the signals. This is a whole section, so it's not bad. And if we change this one to the smaller crossings, just just these. Country. Replace. There we go. Just those. But we have gates on... No, we don't need gates, I don't think, because it's just for... It's literally just going to be for depot access. So we'll just change those to those. I don't like them too close together like that. But the only time we're going to be using this is when we're sending trucks out or buying trucks. I mean, we could have gone the other way, but this will do, as long as it doesn't mess up our track there. Yeah, it's going to add a bit of sound to our area here. You'll know when trains are on the way. There we go. That's our steel train. Should we connect up this road then, so we can build our lines and send our trucks off? This, we can head, like, hug this, can't we? This rock face. And then send our road round the back of our little truck station here. A little truck depot. Well, that'd be the station, wouldn't it? Yeah, you can connect. Why not? And then we'll just bring you off into there. That's nice enough. That could maybe connect into there. It would be nice. Yeah, and it adds to the texture on this. There we go. There we go. I sort of like that. Official episode. Let's get all this tidied up at the crossing. I can hear the train in the distance. No, you got rid of your rock face, Grand. There we go. Tidy that up. Nice. Very nice. We got our train turned round without problems. You pick up speed very nicely. I don't like that we're sitting in the middle of the track here. I would like that to be a bit of gravel just down there. Yeah, that bit's fine. We'll keep the grass here. We haven't maintained everything. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit down there. Maybe up to the crossing. Sure. We'll just tidy it up. I mean, I don't like the way the road floats here, but that's what we've got to deal with, and I'll take it. Okay, we have access to our depot. We could have built one up here. Absolutely. It's not like we can't afford it. New line. I guess this will be Montgomery Oil East. That's what we'll call it. We'll drop you off in there. Doesn't matter really where you go. And we'll colour it an oil colour. That's... Ooh, what is that? It's like the bluey green? Is it that? No, it's not really that, is it? It's that one, isn't it? That one. Yes, that one there. Turquoisey, dark turquoise. Right, so... Montgomery... This would be drayage, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Montgomery East drayage. I like it. And the other one's going to be Montgomery West drayage. We want to... We definitely want to wait until full here and for eternity. As we don't want them moving until we've got demand. So, at the east... I've paused it so that in case the oil train's on its way. I don't know whether it is. But it would be nice if we could get this before it appears. I know it's doing the roundabout way at the moment. So we are going to be loading our crude at Montgomery Oil East. And then at the transfer, we're going to be unloading crude. And now we'll start up the other one. Well, do you know what we could do, guys? We can get the trucks on there and underway. Do we have a bit of a backlog here? Yeah, we might do. Our train's going to be waiting for a while. I think they're on the way now, though. Yeah. As we had a snafu, didn't we? With our oil train getting confused and all sorts. Right, let's buy us some tank trucks. We may as well get these. Why not? Something different. Have we got the tank trucks? Studebaker. Thank you for the pronunciations, by the way. I think it's Studebaker. Studebaker? Something like that. I'll just butcher it regardless. Get you one. We'll colour you... It was that one. That'll do. That'll do. East drayage. We'll get the next one set up as well for west drayage. It'll be interesting to see how they balance these out. Now, don't share the platforms though, but wait until full for eternity. And you are doing the same thing. Loading. Then unloading. And we'll stick you on 2. No, wrong one. that's what that... Well, that might be 2. It doesn't really matter which one you go on. This one should be 2 though, right? There we go. That's kind of cool. I'll tell you what. You can be on 2 or 4. For whatever reason. Let's colour you the right colour. There we go. It doesn't matter if they're the same colour. Montgomery West drayage. Let's do the same with the East. But he's on 3. There we go. That's nice. And over here, we need to do that, and that. And then over at the West one, we need to do the same. There we go. And I think we're good on trucks. So I bought 6, and we'll have 6 on this one as well. There we go. Colour those. In fact, we'll have those slightly lighter so that we can see at a glance the different trucks. And we'll put you on West. Was that right? Oh, go on. I'm going to say it's West. Let's see. West, East. We could change the line colour to match, I guess. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's fine. It'll look, yeah, it'll look nice. When we got the line view up, we made a pattern, guys, and then they separate up here. And then you do your drop-offs and your pickups. Well, your pickups, and then the same down here. We don't actually want you on 1, do we? We want you on all the other ones. Manage line. Let's remove... Well, actually, we need to change you from 1, don't we? To 2? Nice. Tidier. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave 1 for whatever we're going to do with that, which is probably nothing. So we've now got a connection here. What we have to do over this side, it's all go. Where's our... Don't look. Let's just set it up. We need to adjust the oil train, don't we? Where is our oil freight? It's this one. We could make this one bigger as well. And we need to get rid of that Mikado and stick something else on it, I think. Yeah, you're becoming a main event, aren't you? And so, yeah, let's edit the vehicle. We're going to stick steam. We definitely don't need a big boy. Should we go with the Virginian? Sure. I think we've got a lot of these. We could have the unlettered ones. I like that. Let's stick an unlettered one on there. A bit more oomph. Perhaps we can stick some more wagons on the back as well. Be these ones. Are we colouring them? I tell you what, the ones we add, let's leave them default for a bit of variety. And we'll add 1, 2. We have to be careful about the length of the train. Now we passed through on this track, which is absolutely fine. I think we're going to get this up and running today. Shall we add a new station after the oil? No, it's after the lumber, isn't it? We're heading through this station. And yes, there should be fine. We do have a pickup point just in the middle here. Instead of the delivery, warehouse, we'll use the pickup from here. This is beautiful. And we should be able to drop it down to our refinery here. And we've got a few platforms free as well near Phoenix. And that will give us more crude. We need to purely unload everything. Not everything. We only want to unload... No, you want to unload crude, don't you? Yes, unload crude. At the lumber, we want to load crude. Unload our refined. It should be refined. So we're unloading, loading. Doesn't really matter what we load. So we won't wait because it's part of a chain. We'll just let it pick up whatever's there and then we'll monitor the situation. This should be fine. We should just be loading our oil. It may keep it on board. I don't think it should drop anything off here. Now what we need to do is set up a little shuttle service, a little drayage service. Well, there wouldn't be, would it be drayage? Kind of, it's more like the last mile, but that could be classed as drayage, couldn't it? So new line from there, yep, and this would be our crude. We can have it that colour. We don't have one that colour over here, and you're heading into there. I don't really like you turning round, so what we'll do is we'll stick you on 3. There we go. You can go up there, turn around, and then after the halt you can go via that, so you don't sit there turning around in the yard. This is fine. That is fine. We go up there, we do the little turnaround up here, and it's lovely. Oh, it's beautiful. Right, we want to be only picking up our crude and dropping off our dropping off our crude. That's right, unload crude. Now, do we want to load until full? I'm going to say yes, but we'll leave it at 3 minutes in case we get a bit of a backlog. We do need to shift it once it gets in there. Are we good? Well, we could have 2 platforms for this one. Possibly. No, we'll leave that as is in case we have another one. This will be... Should we go with Phoenix Crude Drayage? Yeah, and we've got East Stone Drayage as well. So food... Crude... Food. Don't eat crude oil. So there we've got the Phoenix Crude Drayage. We'll put 6 trucks on there. Where's our truck depot? Right there, look at it. These can be the tankers as well. We'll stick 6 on there. And you go on the... Ooh, actually, colour them. I mean, we could have done it once we put them on, but we'll colour them regardless. Gives us a lot going on around this freight hub, doesn't it? Is that the one? I think so. Do we have a full connection now? That's the question. No, that's your stone. Ooh, that's gone down a lot. That's gone down an awful lot. There was a backlog of trucks here, wasn't there? What about over here? Have you settled down a bit over here? No. Apparently, the South Quarry isn't as popular as the Phoenix Quarry. This is further south. Don't question your naming. Right, well, I'd like to see. Let's bring this up. And let's bring this up. And we're going to hit play. And we're going to see if we start to get some orders. I guess what we should do is look at consumers. There we go. There we go. I like that. And we'll look over at the... What do we want? The refinery. We'll get that up and we'll look at suppliers. So far, it's the Phoenix Oil Well, which we're not keeping up with. And that's by design. It's not because I didn't want it to keep up with it. I just don't mind that we're not supplying it all. Because this was the plan. There we go, guys. We can sit down here. See if everything kicks into action. If it doesn't, it means we've got to work on a few things. No, there it goes. I got a little excited. Phoenix Oil Refinery. Okay. They probably need naming similar to what we have them. Right? I mean, it is splitting it. There we go. Oh, there, it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, what are you doing there? No, that's right. Yeah, we are supplying the Phoenix Oil Refinery. And it's Montgomery Oil Well number. So, guys, it is working. We have it fully working. What we need now... Oh, there goes our trucks. Yeah. Good luck getting across there, but fortunately, you don't have to do that all the time. Well, never, actually. Quick, get across. But drive safely. There's our big boy still waiting, Big Boy Ben. Is that the same one? It might be. Yeah, it's the same one. We've got ourselves a bit of a queue down here, which is okay. We had a hiccup with our plastics. They've only just got down there because we had it paused. Let's head down here. Our road's a bit rough. I might tidy that up in between episodes though. There we go. Guys, we have it underway. We're going to get deliveries, aren't we? We should see this producing. It's starting to kick up a little bit there. And it's starting to kick up a little bit there as well. And back over at Phoenix, we might need to increase this anyway because of deliveries to our fuel refinery here. It only wants 80. Yeah, it only wants 80. This wants... Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing absolutely fine. I might stick one on. Depends what the situation over here is. Oh, yes. No, I'll stick 2 on, in fact. We've got a whole bunch of these. Shall I just replace these? They're these, aren't they? We'll keep them as the Opel Blitz tank truck. I would just like them renewed. What did you do? Did you just replace one? That's not going to work, is it? Oh, replace them all. There we go. Very good. That's the nicer way to do the maintenance business. But shall we stick a couple more on now that they're all shiny and new? There we go, guys. There goes our... Is that an oil train? Oh, you don't have any on yet, but you are making your way round. Yeah. Well, that didn't take long. I was a little confused because you got a new loco, haven't you? Well, that's number 600. That should be the right one, shouldn't it? Palmed out oil freight. Should we go and see what our crude, not our crude, our refined is looking like anyway? Well, there we go. There's 380 waiting for you. We can do it by line rates as well. But the problem is we don't know the line rate until he's done a few runs. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. The clumsy way, less accurate way of just seeing how much is on the platform. There we go. Yeah, we're overstocked. We don't need to add any more buildings on, but we might for a bit of scenery, perhaps. Well, in fact, we could at this end, couldn't we? Just add one at the end here. What I was thinking about doing was adding us an access road down here if it looks nice. Yeah, and that runs down the back of that. It's lovely and can go in there. There, that's lovely, isn't it? Bit of flattening. There we go. Little bit of official episode. And it's done. Don't like that. That needs to be a little sturdier. Can we get some structural integrity on that? Otherwise, you're just going to collapse down. There, we've got a bit more storage space. That's not why I'm doing it, though. Although, what is the storage space there now? Terminals. 320 plus 140, so 460? 460. And what's the capacity of our train? That's a truck. Our capacity of our train is nowhere near that. So manage vehicle. And then we'll check on the line rate once he's done a few circuits. But I think we'll be fine. We'll get you all sorted. You're a little bit longer again. A new industry was founded. Chemical plant in Palmdale. Maybe we'll do something with that. I'm not keen on doing anything extra with industries at the moment, as we are trying to sort out our new routes here. I like that we've got different ones at the back. Right. You are happily travelling down there. You are sharing the line with our local passenger train. And we may at some point in the future get rights to cross over this section of river here, which will give us a east-west corridor connection midway, sort of. I don't know, I like taking it round the houses. It's not the most profitable way of doing it, but I like it. I like that we've still got single tracks in places as well. How are we doing? Oh, look at our grain, guys. Yeah, we might need to lengthen these trains. How's our construction materials going? Beautiful. Yeah, 77 to Chesapeake and 41 to Montgomery. That's picked up a little bit. We'll monitor the line rates on those. let's head over to Chesapeake and see how the growth... I don't like your road, do I? I'll tell you what, let's let Chesapeake grow organically. Let the AI deal with it. So we have... It's not bad, is it? You've done a half decent job of that. It's not terrible. You're starting to do this with the extra foundation there. Hey, that's looking all right from a mild distance, a little bit of a distance there. It looks like when I used to live in Sheffield. There are plenty of areas around Sheffield that had this going on. Yeah, and when I used to travel to Wales, that had a lot of that going on as well. Housing down hills, up hills. How are we doing? Terminals, charts. Yeah, pleasant. That should speed up now, shouldn't it? Have we ever checked the profits on these? They have been upgraded, but let's okay. That's the total line. The Eastern Corridor main line is making us a healthy profit. And yes, I'll take that all day. For something that's just a little bit fancy as well. And we might even be able to get more on there. Oh, look at all that going on. Abandoned! What is this? Do we need that? Well, do you know what? You're out the way and kind of pointless. Please be dismantled. Whoa, are you? Yeah, you are. I mean, we can get there. We have a bridge here. We could drop off to this sawmill. And we could drop off from this logging place to this sawmill. But it probably could just go straight here, couldn't it? Well, maybe not. What's the maximum a logging camp produces? 400. So 2 for one of these, right? 2, yeah, so these 2 could potentially go in there. Do we want to save it? Is the question. We could quite easily. Do you know what? Temporarily, because I'm not sure. It's in a bizarre place, but I kind of don't mind it. Let's quickly save it, and then we'll decide later, because, yeah, it's not terrible. We'll just have a silly little road going down here. Well, it's not silly. This could be kind of nice eventually. Yeah, we'll create some rock faces, and then you can hook into there. We're not going to do anything with the bridge or the road itself. We'll tidy it up, though. Why not? Official episode. Just so it doesn't look too awful. And then we'll keep an eye on our oil, see what happens with our oil train. Right, the simplest of stations for you, or whatever we had previously will do, won't it? Yeah, we'll just wang you on the end there. I don't mind how you go in, really. I will tidy you up, though. Official episode. There you go, you're sitting on a hill. And then you need to deliver down to our sawmill here. Whatever we stick on here is going to make us money. The minimum amount of money, but it will be money nonetheless. Let's get you a nice footing, though. And is that a straight, flat road? Kind of. Close enough. Let's hook you in there, then. Oh, it's not, is it? It's awful. Do you know, we've still got the broken bridge here. I know I said I wasn't going to rebuild the bridge, but it's awful. We could actually go from this height, couldn't we? Can we? Keep flat. Keep straight. That's not straight. Keep straight that way. There we go. This might make a nice bridge. Yeah. Stay like that. Then go across. Ooh, do we want it as that? Excessive. I mean, it's both of these will be excessive, but we can do that. And we might be able to curl round and down. And we'll have a little section there. All this just to save an industry, and I've done it with fast road as well. It's fine. It's fine. Right, now, if we connect you up from that point, but we'll change it back to a slower road. That's pleasant. Depends if that bit is flat, which it practically is. That was a fluke. Get you with a bit of tidying up done. We may use this then as an auxiliary wood supplier. it might be an idea. I mean, this is precarious to say the least. Dear oh dear. But I'll take it, because we're getting it up and running. This can then go all the way up to the bank there, and then around like that. So this is a proper area now, isn't it? Randomly. Just because the game said, we're going to close one of your industries, and I actually liked the look of it. Okay, we're not doing anything else with it. We're going to change that back to a normal road up to there. And that's all we're going to do. We have our truck stopping though, don't we? Yeah, just there. That's actually kind of a journey, isn't it? That'll be from our bus station, of course, to there. And we'll colour it wood colour. What's wood colour? Brown. Grand. Brown. There we go. Not hard. What are we calling this though? Auxiliary logging. Okay, we're not really doing anything with it. But yeah, there we go. Auxiliary logging. And wait for eternity. Wait until full. That should be it, shouldn't it? That should get everything going. Yeah, doesn't matter what you load. Let's get some trucks over there. I don't know how many we'll need. We'll need 100 line rate, won't we? Or 200 line rate. That's the minimum, isn't it? 200. Trucks, buy vehicles. We'll go with, yeah, side stakes. Yes, that's the ones, isn't it? Yeah, side stakes. We put 6 on there. 6 is the number of the day. I've turned into Sesame Street. Palmdale Auxiliary Logging. Let's see if you kick into production. You should do. There we go. We've saved a closure, guys, randomly at the end of the episode. And that's lovely, isn't it? How are we doing? How are we doing at our oil refinery? Are you asking for more and more goodies? Consumers? No, we don't want that. Suppliers? There we go. There we go. It's increased the transportation, obviously, of our oil well, because it's now distributed some of that demand over to our 2 new oil wells near Montgomery. Well, it's kind of in between Montgomery and Phoenix. I am happy with today. We have set up our new line. Currently, our mixed train is going to stay in here. Have we sorted out? There we go. He's off. He's off, finally. Our hiccup was because our oil train did a loop full. Yeah, that was the issue. It had to go round the entire thing and come back. But we'll get back on top of that. These will spread themselves out. It doesn't matter, does it? No. It was a bank holiday or something. And maybe our dispatchers stopped driving trucks up north and has come down and ruining our oil. Now, I believe that was all the work that was going on here. That would delay things, wouldn't it? Yeah. Shall we ride our new oil train? I don't know where he is. I don't mind where he is. Where are you? There you are. We're coming across the bridge, guys. It's lovely. Yes, this is the plan. Alright guys, we're on board. I thoroughly enjoyed that one today. We got that oil plan that's been going on for a few episodes finally put together. We're going to see if we can do anything with boxcars in the future and get our mixed goods train swapped up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and plan that though and figure out a way to do it. We're on our oil train's new route, although this bit it's been doing for quite a while, except for where we were just diverted through Phoenix, but we have a purpose there now. And yeah, thoroughly enjoying my time on this map. I hope you are too. Guys, I'll see you next time. And until then, take care.